Aloha, everyone. Good morning.
Aloha.
Good morning, Jonathan. How are
Good
you?
morning, Betsy. I'm awake, kinda.
And aloha and good morning, Red
Oh, hi, Red
Bean
Bean Bee.
Bee. Hi, how are you? So, happy Aloha Thursday. Here we go with another episode of Psychic Maui Live with Jonathan. Thank you so much for being here, Jonathan.
Oh, of course. I love our play dates.
It's always a great way to start the day when we're doing these things. And I kind of feel like I'd like to ask you to do a little message with your cards for this morning or for today. That's what
Okay.
I'm feeling right now. Is a little message, because usually, you know me, I'm usually like, hey, grounding, we need grounding, but I
Right.
don't feel that because maybe because we were chit-chatting so much, I already kind of feel connected.
Right.
Do you
Well, we
need,
connect easy.
yeah. Do you need grounding?
Really,
Do you need
Kiana?
some?
No, I
The
got a
cat,
cat tail in my face, so I'm fine.
the cat's doing all the grounding that you need.
Oh,
Kiana's so cute.
God. She's thwapping my reading cloth with her tail, right where I want to lay my cards, too. Typical Kiana.
Oh, and here's everybody. My chat is just so bizarre. Nobody comes
Hi,
on, and all
Aporva.
of a sudden we have Aporva, aloha,
Kristen
and
Louise.
Kristen is here, aloha. Selkie is here,
Hi,
aloha,
Selkie.
and Sage
Sage
advice.
advice.
Aloha, everybody. Thanks for popping in. I've asked Jonathan to do a little quickie message for the day for us. And I hope you all are doing well. If anybody has a question, you can probably go ahead and pop something in. I don't know. Let me see if there's any way.
Oh, interesting.
No.
Okay.
I think. Shoots. How do I undo that? Put user in timeout. I think I might
Did you put
have
someone in timeout?
accidentally put, nope, Red Bean. Okay, I thought I accidentally blocked Red Bean. I was trying to find if I could moderate. And it's moderator. Okay, we'll leave that alone, clearly.
So, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path is Jamie Kelly.
Jamie, yes. Hi, Jamie. How are you?
So, what I pulled for us, first cards, is the Ace of Cups. Nice. I love this deck so much. For those of you who don't know, I am using the Darkness of Light. 4th edition, I believe. Then there is the 6 of Cups. Lots of cups today.
Ooh, lots of feels. All the feels.
Followed by Il Carro, which is the Chariot.
Ooh.
So for this is telling me that it's time to start feeling something new, right? It's okay to remember our past feelings, but it's time to get on our horse and, do the thing, Julie. Sorry, quote there. And of course, you know me, I always have to look at the bottom of the deck. If we are able to do that with our feelings, start feeling something new, while still remembering the olds, and combine them, like in that Chariot is all about like conflicting energies combined to like go where you want instead of where your horse is taking you. I just love the fact that she's guiding the horse with her knees. No reins needed here.
Yeah.
And then the shadow card is 6 of Blades. 6 of Swords. Right.
Swords.
So,
crows overhead. No surprise there.
No. So if we're able to put our feelings to good use in order to like drive ourselves forward, we will find ourselves leaving those troubled waters and finding a better way, right? Drop those swords and move on. Just walk away from it.
I love it. And wait a minute, we have an announcement. Apurva says, I wanted to say Dad is fine now completely. COVID is gone and sugar level is back to normal.
Yay! right? Oh,
That
that's
is
so
such
good.
good news. Yeah, that's such good news. I remember we were talking about that not that long ago. Wow, that's great news. I'm so glad to hear that. So it sounds like he agreed to get help. Yay!
I'm glad. Selkie has a question here. Is
Yeah.
Hawaii always warm? Do you have a winter? Well, we think of it as
Yeah.
cold when it's winter, but when the tourists come, they're like, it's so balmy and nice. For us, it's cold, you know. Oh, long sleeve, long.
Fleece pajama bottoms. Yes, it's cold. I got up this morning and yes.
But we're
Chicken.
weather wimps here because we're so used to like a consistent temperature that if it gets below 75 degrees Fahrenheit, we are freezing.
Chattering teeth. But it also depends on where you live elevation-wise here, because
That's
the
true.
Hawaiian Islands go from sea level up to 10,000 feet and more on the Big Island
Right.
in very rapid amount of time. I used to live about 2,500, 3,000 feet up, and this time of year it is 48 degrees, which doesn't sound all that cold, but houses in Hawaii, for the most part, don't have heat. So
Right.
48 degrees is cold when you're on your first cup of coffee. Just in case anybody was wondering.
Well, and doesn't most houses in Kula have fireplaces?
No, not everyone. The ones that are built specifically as rentals don't have fireplaces in case people move in with children because of liability.
Oh.
Right.
But do they at least have heaters?
No.
Oh, jeez.
No.
Okay, your space heaters.
And they're also built just like the houses at sea level. There's no insulation. It's just a clapboard house. That's all it is. So,
Right.
yeah. And there's no foundation. They're just sitting on blocks. So there's open air from the ground to like 3 feet up. It's open air. So the wind just whistles through it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Okay. And,
oh, Selkie has a good point. That chariot card looked like Goddess Diana.
Diana, yes.
The huntress. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which is funny because Kiana, my cat's name, Kiana, is the Hawaiian version of Diana. You just change the D to a K.
Oh, yeah, because there's no D in our alphabet.
Right. So Kiana is the Hawaiian name for Diana. So she's right here.
Yeah, so.
-7 Celsius. Oh, God, no.
Jesus. Let me see. It is 7. No, that was at 9 p.m. So it's around 70 degrees Fahrenheit here. -7 Celsius. Isn't that like minus 30?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no thanks.
not survivable.
Not for us.
So
that's the thing about living in Hawaii. Your blood thins to like vent heat. So when we had our moment when we moved back to the mainland, oh my God, I was cold in summer and then winter hit. I was miserable. I had like 5 layers of clothes on with the heat blasting in the house, and I was still frozen to the bone. So, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All righty.
Oh, Red Bean
let's
wants
see.
a general.
Yeah. General reading, please. My guide said I was not going to use cards today, so I'm not going to pull one, but I'm just going to hold the deck and let it talk to me. So.
We have a jumper already. I'll put that aside and come back to it. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Lots of completions happening for Red Bean B here. We have the 8 of coins. So, you know, you're definitely working on your skills, trying to hone in on things. But then it's followed by the 9 of coins. So it's time to use those skills, right? Got it. Not a shiny deck, but followed by the 9 of cups. Right. So there's lots of completion with 2 9s here, but it's it's talking about your skill, right? So it's time to take that skill you've been practicing, and gain some riches. And like both of these are very good cards. So if you're able to tap into those skills you've been honing, I'm assuming I'm getting cards, right? Tarot. You'll be able to make a good living and feel fulfilled at the same time. And that jumper kind of correlates with that. It's like you're at the beginning of a creative endeavor. We have Page of Wands. So it's like, it's time to spark that fire and get going. It's like, okay, you've practiced. Now do it. Do it.
While Jonathan was shuffling, I was getting that this is relevant to the physical world, which makes sense because as I was checking in, I was getting, this is not deep within, this is physical. So that makes a lot of sense to me that it is time to take the things that you've been working on, the things that you're building, and to take it out into the world. That it does to me feel professional. It does not feel personal. It feels like it's time to step out. And it has a little bit to do with the cards as you're playing them up. But I'm seeing a person in a business suit with a briefcase walking on the sidewalk, which tells me that this is related to the professional path, that it's time to start walking. Your bag is packed. It's time to go.
She says she's having those dreams again too.
Which ones? Remind me. What was going on?
The dream. I had it, but it slipped. Yeah, Red Bean B. What was those dreams again? Because I know they were important, but I'm blanking all of a sudden.
Yeah. Let me see if I don't see it yet.
No. There's a delay in StreamYard. I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone. I can.
It'll pop up here pretty quick. Let us know if you have any more question about this, and if we need to go in deeper.
Okay.
But here's our next question, was from Ria. Aloha, Ria. Can I get a relationship reading? His name is Yogendra. I don't want to butcher it. I apologize. I have no gift for language, guys. I can speak a smattering of pidgin, and that is about it.
Yogendra. That's what I would say.
Okay. And Kristen Louise asked if these two are together, and Ria answered yes, that these two are together.
And Red Bean B says it's the guide within the dreams. Being guided in the dreams.
Guide within the dreams. Oh. And Selkie likes your mug, Jonathan. She says your mug.
Thank you, Selkie.
Guide within the dreams.
Ooh, you should make Wandering Mountain Bardic Path mod.
Let me see if I can. Yeah, I see. Thank you, Jamie. No, it always says put user in timeout or block user.
You have to do it through YouTube.
You have to do it through YouTube. Okay, so I will try and figure that out, guys.
Just go to one of our, or go to the replay once this is up, when the chat is there, and you can touch those 3 dots next to the person's comment, and then you can make her a moderator.
Oh, you know something? I'm getting chicken skin. Everything's tingling my arms and legs. I think it's going to happen soon. I think he's going to come with a date. I think he's going to come with a plan. That's what it feels like to me. I hope that's what your cards say, Jonathan, because that's what I'm getting, is that waiting for marriage to happen, that there's some stuff going on in the background about getting his ducks in a row. It could be financial ducks. It could be
No, he's in conflict. I'm seeing that here because the first card I pulled was 5 of Blades. So he's trying to win out at any cost, right? But then it's followed by 2 of Cups. So this is this is the love card, right? This is totally the love and marriage card. Followed by the 4 of Blades, right? So I think that he's got a lot of mental turmoil, a lot of inner conflict with himself. And it's this relationship that really helps calm him and lets his thoughts be laid to rest, right?
This is interesting because this is the one time, Jonathan, I would say that the inner conflict is not it, that it's the outer conflict of him.
Outer conflict.
Him knowing what he wants to do, but whatever is going on behind the scenes about getting people on board, getting permission, getting people around him to accept what he wants.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm getting.
I see that now. Where he's asking everyone who needs to be asked to make sure that it's kosher before he goes forward with it, right?
That's what I'm getting.
But the marriage is what's going to cause the rest, right?
What I'm getting in my head is that he has a date selected.
Yeah.
I had a jumper. Let me see what it is. Oh, I have a jumper.
Oh my God. It's the card.
The card of rest. So I say rest assured.
Yeah. Raya says that he showed my horoscope yesterday to his family.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I wasn't keeping up with that at all.
Oh, no, it's okay. So yeah, I would say just ease your mind. It'll happen in due time. And I'm with Betsy. I think it's going to happen soon. He just needs to okay it with all the right people first.
That's exactly what I think. I think there's a little bit. I hear the word bank. And I'm seeing him going to 2 different sets of families to lay the foundation and state his plans. But honest to goodness, it feels to me like he has a plan in his head. We're in January and somebody's screaming at me. I'm getting chicken skin again. Somebody's screaming at me April 12th. And I don't know what that date has to do with anything, but I'm just hearing April 12th. So it could be if he's in a rush, I wouldn't be surprised if that's his date. Or it could be that it takes that long to get everything in place.
Well, and the horoscopes are that important. It could be that specific date lines up with everything that he wants.
Right? Yeah. Ishi is here.
Hi, Ishi.
Hi, Ishi. Okay, that's awesome. And let me see. Let me go back in.
Next one is Wandering Mountain, Bardic Path. General reading. You're very welcome, Ria.
Your chat is much faster than mine today. You're very welcome. Rest assured, dear. I think it's time to sit down and
especially with the 2 of Cups right in the center of the reading. Yeah, I think everything is working out as it should be.
Yeah. Okay. There's our order. Me, myself, and Kristen. Very good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what's Kristen say? I had a dream of me reading tarot. Okay. So
nice.
Let me focus. I am not focusing at all, but I have.
Well, we didn't do our grounding, so.
Yeah, and my sister-in-law is here. My beloved sister-in-law. She was actually snoring just a few minutes ago. She's still asleep, but we have been out doing all the things. So, yeah, I've got a lot going on in my head today.
That whole do the thing, Julie, was specifically for Kristen Louise because she and I have a little running joke with that. It's such a great show. I love that show.
Oh,
okay.
So
Wow. Okay.
Jamie, the guides say physically it's time to go whole hog. It's time to go full force physically, that you're good. That whatever anything physically, if you've had any concerns or maybe still a little discomfort here and there, it's just minor shifting and adjusting. Maybe if it's like while scar tissue is settling. Oh yeah, they're talking something about maybe do some scar massage, just so things don't get bound.
I'm getting a major ding for her to go get acupuncture.
Oh,
First card I pulled was 10 of blades. Look, someone's laying there with all the needles in.
Yeah.
Right. So 10 of blades can be a very negative card, but there's times I pull it and I'm like, this person needs to go get acupuncture. So this was one of those moments, especially when you start talking about scar massage and stuff. So I pulled 10 of blades, followed by the Queen of Blades. And followed up by 7 of Cups. So, yeah, Jamie, I think you're doing good. You just need to go get those last-minute adjustments, right? Those treatments that'll help get you back on your throne as the Queen of Swords, right? And don't be too worried. I have a feeling that you're overthinking things right now, trying to decide.
Overthinking and trying to decide about what?
Well, I got the 7 of Cups, which is the choice card, right? So I think she's got a lot on her plate right now, and she's trying to use her mental faculties to make an emotional choice. So
yeah,
I say that you go get the acupuncture treatment to turn off the conscious brain for a little bit, and then make the decision from the heart instead of from the head.
And we have chiro and massage in a few days. Always overthinking. Yeah.
And then, all right, shadow card.
Yeah, physically you're good to go. Yeah.
Another sword. 3 of blades. Get out of your head, Jamie. That's what I mean. You need to take control, okay? You are the Queen of Blades. Don't let the blades control you. That's what I'm getting over and over and over again. Stop the thoughts. Stop the thinking. Start reacting from the heart instead of from the brain.
The moment too. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. So Jamie, so if you're always in your head, there's a disconnect here in heart space about what's really true for you emotionally, and being able to get that out appropriately. I don't know if you're an outspoken or a person that withholds, but there's something going on within you that
she's both.
that needs to be expressed verbally, that will help it get out of your head and help end some confusion. So
that's what the 7 of Cups is all about. Feeling conflicted and confused. So
working on this, a lot of turquoise color around you, a lot of light blue around you, to help loosen up that throat chakra. And it could be something simple. It doesn't seem to me like this is a huge life something. This seems to me like more of mundane communication about speaking authentically from your point of view in regular conversation, and being more true to yourself and figuring out how to phrase your philosophy in language that will work out in the public, so you can really walk your path, if that makes any sense.
Kiana decided I was done and tried to sweep the cards away with her tail.
Oh, you're done. Moving on. Okay.
Moving on. Okay. If you insist, Kiana.
So, okay, Kiana. Queen Kiana. So
Yeah.
Kristen Louise was next with, can I get a reading for what 2021 has in store for me? Okay, absolutely.
Jamie says, yes, it makes a lot of sense. Kiss. Okay. Kristen Louise, what is your 2021 going to be like? Oh, got another card that tried to jump out on me. Sorry, I'm laughing because, okay, you'll understand when I pull out the middle card. But first card we have here is Seven of Blades. So I would watch your back in 2021, Kristen. Yeah. Either that or you're going to have to do things in an unconventional way. And the reason I was laughing is because the middle card is the Empress, which is one of Kristen Louise's stalker cards, followed by the Seven of Coins. So the Empress is hugged on either side by sevens, right? And the card that jumped out at me was Le Mort, death. So I think you're going to have to go through some major changes. The Seven of Coins is all about waiting, right? So I think there's going to be a lot of change in 2021. And you're going to learn to listen deeper to that inner voice of yours.
Okay, here we go. I decided I was going to the cards on this one, and I started moving the deck around, and 3 cards fell out in a clump together, and it's these guys. So
3 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and 10 of Wands.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, what's up with that? And they want to caution you about feeling like you have to work hard. When I was back in the day at the racetrack, they used to say you can work hard or you can work smart. And they'll let you work just as hard as you will, and watch out, they'll work you like a rented mule. So this is about working smart, because I asked for clarification and I got party time. Whoop, whoop.
All wands on your end,
and it's all action. It's all action. So I would challenge you to start wrapping this up as a package of things coming to you, instead of having to go out there and stomp around and high effort, high physical effort, high energetic expense to get to where you want to be. I'm going to go with reverse it. And so instead of full moon work about getting rid of what you don't want, I would say this is a path of new moon work, of setting intentions and calling what you want into you effortlessly.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's this card for me. It's the work smarter, not harder card. And it's funny that that's on one side of the Empress, and on the other is the Seven of Coins, which is like, bide your time. Things don't get rushed. They take their own time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I totally agree with what Betsy just said there.
Sweet. Let me go check the chat, see what I've missed. In case you guys hadn't noticed, even when I'm on Jonathan's channel, I am not the moderator that keeps up with everything that well. I'm a little slow. I do pretty good for a while, and then I lose track of everything. It all makes sense. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, because new moon work, girl, I think it's still not too late if you need to do any new moon work. It was just Tuesday. Today's Thursday. to set some intentions and release some blessings and some things out there and call things to you, because your guides are saying that you're not using them enough. They're saying that you need to rely on them a little bit more, that they're like, we're sitting here waiting for you to give us something to do.
Well, and that's totally what I got from the Empress card, because in the Empress card, she's playing a lyre, and then there's a little bird, like, and she and the bird are connecting. And that was what I was getting, that inner voice, that the guides, right? Your guides are flitting around you all the time. You just have to listen to them. And, you know, just like any skill, it takes practice.
Thank you, Jamie, for being my mod. Thank you. I'll go in and see if I can figure that out. Apurva would like a general reading. Apurva, your guides say they want you to ask the question for me, that you may, general reading is good, but they say there's a question that you have that's in there, and you may not want to reveal it publicly, but you can kind of dance around it a little bit and we can make it work. If you have a question that you want me just to go straight to guides instead of consult cards, because I've got it in my hand, but they're telling me to hesitate, not to draw yet. So let me go back down the bottom and see if something comes up.
You're very welcome, Kristen Louise.
Yes, you're very welcome. Yeah, autocorrect. But Jonathan, why don't you go ahead and I'll see if I can just tune in and figure it out, what the guides are talking about. Oh, wait.
Relationship.
Relationship. Okay, cool.
And that totally goes with, okay, so the shadow card was Two of Cups, which is all about relationship. We get the Nine of Cups, which is all about abundance, followed by the Queen of Coins, also all about abundance. And the last card is the Ace of Blades. That's the best angle. There we go. So I see these two together, and I immediately think relationship. The man is all about his emotions, and the woman is all about her material wealth and making sure that, like, her abundance is set up and nurturing her abundance. Whereas he's just all about, like, enjoying the feels, making sure that everyone has a good time. And with that Two of Cups being the shadow card, though, it's like, I think they're well matched. It's just they're very different because one's water, one's earth. So he's more flexible and flows easily, and she's more set in her ways. And the thing that I'm getting here is that it's not about the emotion. It's about a new way of thinking with the Ace of Blades here, right? So Sword of Truth will cut through all the crap.
I'm seeing that card in between the two.
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
Well, I find it interesting that he's just facing us, right? And when they're laid out together, she's looking at the sword. Like, she's about ready to pick it up and start hacking.
And then hold him up again, too, for a minute, because there's something I just noticed where he was on the other side. Look at his feet. He's like,
oh, yeah. About to kick you in the butt.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So he's all about the good time. She's about trying to make sure everything is, like, in the material world is nurtured and taken care of. And
energetically, I see the blade in between the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yana, what are you doing? Young lady, you cannot climb all over my decks.
Hang on.
Oh my
Kristen,
God.
wait a minute. Wait, Kristen, I need to figure out what this means. Where did I miss? Thank you both. I have no connection to my intuition. It's a challenge. Well, you say you have no connection, but
It's there.
your
I've seen it.
your intuition's got you here, okay? You didn't forget. I mean, so,
I'm going to plug Betsy's book because that will get you in touch with your intuition in a way nothing else will.
I don't think I put it in the description. Yeah, and and I went to bed last night and realized that I have still failed to set a date to start the walkthrough of the book. But I guess
Right.
I'm kind of everybody took a break over the holidays, and I'm kind of waiting to get nudges from other folks about they're ready to get back in. And I know at least in America, things are still so dicey here socially that maybe people aren't ready to dive back in yet. But I'm going to have to make a
She's
decision.
referencing the Empress cards because it's constantly coming up. It's in almost every reading it pops up for her.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
I was laughing so hard when it popped up in my reading too. So Aporva says things are fine now. Let's see where it is headed. So I mean, that's what I get from this is like things aren't necessarily bad. It's just
I
you're
gotta
thinking about
ask
picking up that sword.
and I'm going to ask you to put the sword in between the two and hold it up one more time, because that's how I'm feeling it in me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like conflict. It like Jonathan's saying, it just feels like different different priorities.
Different personalities.
Yeah, different
Well, and with
personalities.
the sword in the middle now, it's like the relationship is severed. She's going her way and he's just staying with his cups. So
Yeah, sorry, gang. That's what I'm feeling.
no.
Um,
Now in is next.
Now in is next. Let me see. Oh, Angie's here.
Hi, Angie.
Angie, yes. Hi, everybody.
Oh, a few people popped in, it looks like.
Let me see. Okay, I'm looking now.
I hope that's helpful, Aporva.
Yeah.
Just
now
don't forget to grab
hello.
that sword of truth if you need to.
Okay. Now in is asking Kristen Louise for a reading. I don't know. Did you want Kristen to do a reading for you?
You're welcome, Aporva.
Let me go back down and see if I can find another. I cannot find. I don't see any more from now in.
So now in, what is it that you want a reading for? Just a general reading, or do you want something specific?
Yeah. Could we?
Kristen Louise says she thinks she was confused.
Okay.
Probably because we were giving Kristen a reading.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shall we do a general reading? If you want to pop in something else down at the bottom now in, if you're still in the room, that would be awesome. But we can start with. We can start with a general. For now in.
I'm not seeing any.
I'm going to go back down to the bottom. Okay, now in.
I'm getting like nothing.
Me neither. Me neither. Yeah. Now in, can you please pop a question back in for us? And I'm going to go back up and see who is behind, who is after you, and then we'll come back to you, my dear.
Issue is next.
Hi, Cherry. Ishi. Let me find it.
Yeah, I feel like I need to shuffle the deck again because it's just.
Oh, here we are. Ishi. Okay.
Issue wants the general.
Hello.
Yeah, I got like nothing. There was a total disconnect there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if if Naoin is still in the room. If you are, we have lots of time. We've got 20 minutes left, so pop a question in, please, and we'll be more than happy to bring you in.
Okay, she wants a general. See, this is already feeling nice.
I'm getting I saw the Two of Cups and trying to make a decision. I didn't pull anything yet. I just was.
Oh, there's Naoin's question. We'll get back to you in a minute, Naoin.
Oh, cool. Oh, I don't have it yet. You got it before me.
Well, that's why I pulled up my phone. So, Ishi, I have a pretty nice spread for you here. We get the star, La Estrella. So you're learning how to tap into hope again. Knight of Cups here. The Casanova card, as he's called. Getting to really have a handle on your emotions. And I love, actually, that the Knight of Cups in this deck is a woman. And it's followed by Two of Cups.
Well, that's what I saw was Two of Cups.
Right? And the shadow card here is Three of Wands. So Ishi is wrestling from this, is what I'm saying. Hearing is that she's wrestling with a new way of being, getting her emotions under her own control. And I don't see this as love, more as relationships with others, right? Mm-hmm. But she has that hope again, right? The hope is flowing. And it's funny that it's all cups and then the star is pouring water from a big cup.
Yeah, I asked for my deck for some input about what's this decision-y thing here. I got the King of Wands.
King of Wands.
So, which confirmed what I was feeling again about melding your spirituality in with your public persona, so you don't feel like two people. So you can bring these things together to go out into the world as a whole person, because we're all seeking, we're all students in the world, we're all learning, we want to evolve, we want to enrich. So to do this as one person, one instead of two. Yeah, what?
Ishi just said that star is a new stalker. The star card.
Oh, okay. Now that means that you have an actual stalker.
So the star is all about.
The star is stalking her readings.
Right.
Okay.
And the star is all about hope, renewal of hope, and just being in touch with both the material and the spiritual, and it's that spark of light after the darkness, right? So the light is she can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel kind of vibe. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, go out into the world as one person instead of two. Go out into the world as a spiritual person instead of at home I'm a spiritual person and in the world I'm a professional person. But no, that's
what the night's all about, is going out into the world, holding on to your intuition and not let anyone take it from you. It's your intuition, right?
And we talked about this with Jamie too. It's about learning, kind of making new terminology, discovering new language that for yourself that works. And that'll be I think it'll be really helpful, because I'm feeling like torn in two. I think that'll be helpful. It just feels like the right thing, like way down in the core of me. It feels like the right thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, Krishna says that Ishi's had the star twice in the meditation group, twice in the last month. Interesting. And Ishi says the card has been stalking her readings this week.
Yeah.
Do the
Cool.
thing, Chris and Louise. She says that she wants to work, but she keeps getting sucked back in.
Getting sucked back in. I should be working, but keep getting sucked back in. Yeah.
Do the thing, Chris and Louise.
All the things. So now in wants to know what's the future between me and my crush with Vika? Shall I wait or move on from this connection? Girl, I think you need to be you. I think you need to be absolutely the big, bad, beautiful you. That if this crush is going to come to you, it's because of the light that you shine when you are authentically you. The waiting, to me, it's like I'm seeing a light with a dimmer switch that you turn it down and the light gets dim, dim, dim. But if you go out and be you, and instead of directing your energy towards them, if you hold that energy within you and become the big, beautiful you, shining your light, that will attract a partner to you that resonates at that level, instead of you dimming down to meet them, to resonate at that high level. And so if this person is evolved, if this person is aware, they will be attracted to that light. That it seems like you've had this issue already once with someone, that you had to make yourself smaller to accommodate their comfort zone. And this one doesn't sound like it's going to work out like that. That the strain of shrinking yourself would be so difficult for you that the relationship would come to a conclusion fairly rapidly. What you got, Jonathan?
So I got the Three of Wands, the Knight of Blades, and the Hanged Man. So this is talking about waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And you just need to take action. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck hanging there. And the shadow card that I got was the Four of Cups, right? So don't be so busy looking at the things that you think you have that you miss the opportunity being offered you. Okay? Don't be just stuck hanging and waiting. I'm getting this, like, move on. If it was meant to be, they'll come back to you regardless of where you go. But this waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, that's not going to serve you. It's not going to serve anybody. Stop being stuck, right? This is the card of being stuck. Start looking for those opportunities being offered to you that you've been ignoring. So.
Yeah, I hope that's helpful. I'm glad the card said, yeah. Angie S. I'm looking for Angie S.
You're very welcome, Ishi.
Yeah. Angie S. Angie S. says, what's going on? What's going in this connection? I'm going to ask for clarification on that one, Angie, if you could. What's going
in this connection?
Yeah.
What connection?
Yeah, I'm going to ask for some clarification on that. I think I'm going to move down here to Cherry's question, and she's put it in a couple of times. I'm going to put the long version in here, Cherry. Cherry says, I'm dying inside. I need to know if Melissa and I will get back together, or are we really over? She's the love of my life. Oh, she needs time. She needs time. She needs space. She needs time. That there's a wound in her. There's a hurt in her that is significant enough that, number one, she needs to sort it out, because she's assigning blame. And the situation is not really, it's not that accurate. where she's finding fault. It's not that
Oh my
accurate.
God.
And she needs time to sort through that, to recognize who she really needs to make amends with, who it really is that's wronged her, and who she needs to make amends with. She needs time. What'd you get, babe?
So this is very interesting here.
Hi, Virgo Queen. Hi, Virgo Queen. We'll get to in just a sec.
I got the King of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Knight of Wands.
Yeah.
So there is definitely some internal conflict with identity I'm getting here. And she's feeling like her back is up against the wall. She's trying to defend her stance in the world because, you know, she feels like the way she lives is not necessarily the way that society wants her to live. And she's trying to make amends with that, right? And I had a jumper. And the jumper is La Lune. The moon.
I love that.
She is definitely dealing with internal strife. I'm just getting this thing of like trying to work through the illusions that are stymieing her. The king, the seven, and the knight here is just like, it's, yeah, she's feeling like she has to start her own inner fire. She has to get control of her own life, of her own creativity, of her identity, is what I'm getting. And she's trying to figure out what's real versus what's an illusion.
And Cherry, I'd like to just kind of pop this in there about, will she come back to be me? Neither Jonathan or I are fortune tellers. So as far as seeing the future, it definitely isn't my forte as a medium. The guides will be happy to discuss with you where you are and what they would like you to do.
Mm-hmm.
As far as creating a destiny for you, I don't believe in that. I believe that we all have free will to make our own choices. But I stand by what I said is she needs time to sort through her feelings.
So you going through bad trauma and getting depressed, I think the moon is actually for you. You need to figure out what is real in your life and what is just an illusion. Okay. So she's doing her best, right, with this Seven of Wands here. She is fighting. She is doing what she can do to get through the world. And I feel like with you, it's like that depression kind of threw you into a dark night of the soul. And that is what you need to focus on more than the relationship, okay? Because it's going to do you much better if you can focus on this and, you know, let it happen as it's meant to happen. Don't try and force anything.
This person needs time. This person needs time. And she needs to sort through her feelings first before she can reconnect with you about a relationship and how she feels about that. If you try and push her at this time, not gonna be a happy outcome for you. I hope that helps. Okay, Angie S. Virgo Queen is next.
NGS is, I see her question right above sage advice. Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. How far up?
Just, not that far up. Just right above sage advice. Throw like, what, 3 above the one you have highlighted now.
Okay, 3 above that. Cool. That's way up now on the chat. I can't even find it.
No, go back down. It's near the bottom.
Okay. Sage advice. Angie S.
There it is. The guy you like blocked you and you don't want. Have you talked to him? That's the best way to find out. Is just actually have a conversation.
Yeah, but if he's blocked, that would have to be face to face. So if he's blocked or electronically, is he available for face to face?
Right.
Man, I can't keep any cards in the deck. Here's my jumper. Oops.
Right. Judgment. Interesting.
Oh, so what I'm getting is that he's hit a button for you about worth and proper action, proper acting, proper behavior. He's hit a button within you about how you're trying really hard to be the person that does things correctly, that is someone that other people would be drawn to. But there's a line that's been crossed at which time he said, enough is enough. A line has been crossed. And it feels to me like it was part of your process, part of your lessons of what you've come to do in this lifetime, what you've come to learn, that this particular situation is a really good dramatization of what you're here to learn and work through and for your own growth. That maybe the reason that it's important enough to you to be really concerned about it and seek some outside knowledge about this is because it is such an important part of your life this time around. What'd you get, John?
Well, I got a jumper just like you did, but instead of judgment, I got justice. Right? So I just keep coming back to the fact that she's blindfolded. So I don't think Angie's seeing everything that's there. And then what I pulled was the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot. So it's like, yeah, keep your happy memories, but realize that the wheel is constantly turning and only you get to decide where you're going in life. This is not talking to me about a relationship. This is talking about you deciding where you need to be, right? Taking your own fate into your hands and becoming that virgin huntress that, doesn't take crap from any guy. And with that judgment and the justice jumping for both of them, it's like, I'm just getting this feeling that it's like, it's better for you in the long run that he blocked you. Keep those happy memories of the times you guys had, but it's time to move on and take control of where your life is headed. Okay. And the thing that really helped solidify that for me is I looked at, I always look at the bottom of the deck and I got Le Mort. So you need to embrace change. You need to, you got the Emperor, right? So you need to embrace change. You need to let go and take command. This is your life. Okay.
Yeah. Not plan your life around what someone else did or didn't do. To be accountable for your own actions and to reconcile your self-love no matter what it looks like on the outside. Yeah. Sage advice. Let me see if I can find a question.
Virgo Queen is first.
I'm sorry?
Virgo Queen is before Sage.
It was Virgo Queen.
Queen,
that's right.
Sage advice, and then Butterfly if we have time.
Okay, Virgo Queen. How far up was that? Let me take this one down. And can you find Virgo Queen? There it is. I'm a new viewer.
Oh, there we go.
And I'd like to know what new things are coming up between Ivan and me in the next 6 months. Hi, Virgo Queen. Thanks so much for popping in.
You're welcome, Angie. Yeah, take this time to work on you, because if you're distracted by somebody else, you don't get to work on yourself.
Well, I didn't even get one shuffle, and I got a jumper.
Ace of Pentacles.
Oh, and here's the bottom of the deck. Six of Wands. I'm feeling happy about this. I'm feeling happy about this relationship.
I'm laughing because the shadow card is Justice here again. That was the jumper in the last one. So for me, I have the 10 of Cups, which is the happy family card, followed by the 4 of Cups, which is, the apathy card, followed by the Star. So you guys are definitely building a happy family, that's for sure. You guys might enter a state of just feeling blah, but I mean, who doesn't with the lockdown, right?
Yeah. Holding on to what you have at this time.
Right.
No financial risks in the next 6 months. Play it safe on like material stuff.
And then the Star, of course, as the final card, is all about hope, right?
And the future, what's to come?
The future, what's to come? Victory.
Yeah. I like this relationship. I have a really good feeling in my marrow about this relationship. I like it. But just don't try and gallop. I mean, this is a time for a slow walk. Don't try and race to any destination in the next 6 months. I definitely get a wait and see what's going to transpire.
I was going to say the 4 of Cups is like, it just spoke to me again. It's like when you enter that state of being apathetic and just feeling blah, the two of you might want to start a meditation regimen with each other. Like, let's go. Okay, we're having a moment. Let's go have our meditation time. So
I'm getting, if you try to make some kind of a concrete plan for the end of the 6 months, that there's an event that comes in June, and it's possibly a job change for someone that's going to require enough of a change within your routine that whatever plans you had just made will be rescheduled. So to just don't carve anything in stone for the end of 6 months, to just chill.
Oh, they're feeling blah now, not being able to do anything. Yeah, I mean, that's why it's the center, right?
Yeah.
So it's the challenge that we're all dealing with right now, with everything being locked down, everyone having to just...
Hey, try live in a 300 square foot studio by yourself for a year. You want an exercise in escaping blah. I've learned.
Right.
I have. It's because I finally couldn't escape it, and I just totally jellied. I went surrender, and ever since then, it's been freaking great. And of course, Tarot Tube. If you really blah, Virgo Queen, spend more time on Tarot Tube, on chats like this. There's one coming up at the bottom of the hour, the Hermit's Cave. Go check in there. There's 100-something people on that chat.
Yeah, and actually about 30 minutes, right? 7:30
okay,
when it goes on.
Yeah, bottom of the hour. Sage advice. Let's sneak her in real fast.
Okay.
Sorry,
Butterfly. I don't think we're gonna have time for you today.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, we're already. I think. Are your guys up, John? The guys are up or
my
no?
husband's up, but the boys still sleeping.
Okay.
Been called to create a tarot deck.
Oh, the pitfalls. Yeah. Don't bring anybody in yet. It's too soon to bring somebody in for help, an editor or a
publisher.
And even they're talking about the art to define the feel, define the vibe like you're writing a mission statement, and make it short and succinct and very definite about the vibe you want, so you can direct the artist instead of, if you're not doing the art, but they want you to define your mission statement very succinctly, very definitely before the art is begun. So yeah, I'm getting definitely it's definitely, and yes, you're welcome, Virgo Queen. Thank you for being here today. It's definitely you still have some time on your own yet. I'm getting 3 or 4 months still on your own. 3 or 4 months still on your own.
So I get Death, 9 of Cups, and the High Priestess. So don't be afraid of letting things drop off if it doesn't vibe with the deck you're trying to create. The 9 of Cups here is telling me that it's going to be great for you, but you need to be able to tap into that intuition, right? Listen to your inner intuition. Listen to that inner voice that tells you the secrets of the universe. Is what I'm getting. Yeah, so it's definitely something that's going to work well for you, but you need to be able to change things if they need to be changed. And this 9 of Cups, I'm just thinking that if it's going to be your deck, it has to be your deck. Like, don't let anyone else tell you differently. You are the only voice that's coming through on this deck, okay? So
yeah, they're telling me they want you to treat it like you're setting up a business in the Muggle world with a business plan, a mission statement, and your goals.
Which goes with the shadow card of Knight of Wands, right? Take the action that's needed, but don't take any crap from anybody.
Oh, thank you, Sage.
Thank you.
We love our play dates so much.
Yeah.
I'm all aglow. I'm all a tingle.
Yeah, I got the goosebumps.
Yeah. And Jonathan, do you need to go? It's
soon.
5 past. Do we have time to sneak in a quick general for Butterfly? Or do we want to do a farewell?
Well, we did a
we did a general
for the
in
group
the
at the beginning. Yeah. So yeah, we could squeeze in one.
Okay, let's see if we can squeeze in a general for Butterfly here. Okay, general reading for Butterfly. You guys, they're just wearing me out with the jumpers here. They're just absolutely killing me with the jumpers today. Why am I seeing roses? I'm seeing crimson roses, really, really deep crimson, long stem roses. It's a family member of yours is saying hello to you. So whoever this was that either was fond of red roses or somebody gave them red roses all the time, like on anniversaries, birthdays, there's someone on the other side that wants to say hello.
Which is funny considering I got a jumper and it's the 5 of Wands, but all I'm seeing are these flowers.
Okay, so I got 2 jumpers that dove onto the floor. Queen of Cups, and 3 of Swords. So if you have a sorrow, and it feels like there might be a little bit of a it doesn't feel like this is like immediate, acute. This feels like something from a while ago, and it feels like more of a grieving. Doesn't feel like a heartbreak. It just feels like a sense of loss of someone a family member that is no longer with you, and they haven't been with you for a while. But they're telling you they came in with the big red rose. They still are with you. They really are here with you. And they want you to know they're happy we got you in, because they're trying to communicate to you that they are here. And they're using red roses as a symbol, but they may need a different symbol for you to find frequently. What you got, Jonathan?
So this reading for me is all about work, right?
Mm.
You get the Seven of Blades, the King of Wands, and the Three of Coins. And this is telling me that you have to be very creative in your work, do things that are unexpected or not the usual way, but at the same time be able to work well with others. So it's like, this is all about finding that inner fire to do both of these things at the same time, which is find new ways of doing things that work with a group. And the shadow card was Seven of Cups. So that's popped up a few times today. So it's finding out that heart-centered business that you can really like latch onto and make it your own. And especially with the King of Wands here, right? It's all about the king of creativity. And yeah, I see it being that you are going to create something in a way that is unexpected, but that will help a lot of people. And it'll help with conflict here. This is internal conflict I'm getting. Oh, yeah. Hard to know what to do. That's because you have too many ideas fighting for dominance in your head right now, right?
And also,
Queen of Cups and Three of Swords. Wow. Okay.
Try to keep your personal life and your personal feelings out of the situation. That become the queen of your emotional landscape, because if you bring it into the workplace, this is the result.
Oh my God. Thank you, guys.
Cool.
I was just reading the comments between Ishi and Chris and Louise.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. It's always so much fun being here with you.
That explains the heartbreak.
The red rose. Yeah, it's time to patch that up. It's time to patch that up.
King of Wands, right?
I have a feeling that whoever brought the rose through is somebody on the other side that really, really wants you to pay attention to this one. And who knows, even just moving out of that space of disconnection with someone that close to you, it's like cleaning out your closet. It gives you space to bring in new things instead of holding on to the old stuff you got.
Right. Okay, I am going to have to get going.
Yep.
But
it sounds
thank you
like
so much, Betsy. This has been amazing, as usual.
Yeah, thank you, Jonathan. And thank you, everyone that was here, all the newcomers. Thanks so much. And please check out my channel and subscribe. And Jonathan's Tarot, also check out his channel if you're not a subscriber there yet. Hit those links. Red Bean,
Jonathan Dailey.
Yep. Jonathan Dailey, yep. And we will see you again soon. Jonathan and I do this on the second Thursday of the month, and I guest on his channel on the fourth Tuesday of the month. So you can find us together twice a month. And he also does lives every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Yep.
At this time.
At this time.
And I like using different decks, sometimes new decks that maybe not everyone has seen yet, because I like to expose. And then occasionally I also get deck creators on my channel to talk about their decks. So
he does.
Yeah.
And thank you, Jamie. Big love to you too. And everybody else in the room.
Mwah.
Thank you so much. A hui ho and aloha.
Aloha.